Please join me in a warm welcome to Her Honor, our Lieutenant Governor, Madame Jocelyn Roy-Viano.
Thank you. Merci. Dignitaries, guest speakers, organizers and sponsors, the creative thinkers who are here today, friends, chers amis, bonjour. On behalf of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, the Queen of Canada, and with all New Brunswickers, I want to thank you for the chance to be with you this morning to begin this important conference. Vous êtes tous ici aujourd'hui pour potentiellement changer l'avenir de notre province. Et je suis convaincue que vous avez la capacité de le faire. This day is meant to change attitudes, change beliefs, and change the future. We all know our province is lagging behind. I said at my installation just over a year ago that now is the time to change the channel on how others see us. You have the potential to do that. Pour longtemps, nous avons été définis par la façon dont les autres nous voient, c'est-à-dire une province où le taux d'obésité est élevé, où le risque des maladies du cœur est grand, ou encore une province dont le taux d'analphabétisme est élevé. Et j'en passe. But you and I both know it is time that people see us as we really are. Strong, energetic, dedicated, creative, fiercely loyal, compassionate, caring, fun-loving, and excited to the future. Earlier this year, I had the chance to have dinner with U.S. Ambassador to Canada, and we talked about the struggles facing this province. His perception was that New Brunswickers have the ability, but don't seem to have the drive, the energy, and the desire to succeed. He said Americans succeed because they are driven by the American dreams. American dream, yeah. Il dit que peut-être les gens du Nouveau-Brunswick ont peur de prendre des risques, qu'ils ont peur des idées nouvelles, des idées novatrices. So the questions I leave with you as you begin your discussion are these. Are we really afraid of new ideas? If we do not embrace innovation, will we be left behind? And how does our past affect our future? You have big challenges to face today. I want to wish you luck, open discussions, open minds, big ideas, and ever bigger hearts. Parce que les défis les plus importants viendront après que vous ayez quitté cette salle. So I challenge you to take what you learned today and try to make change. Because Fredericton needs you, New Brunswick needs you, the future needs you. Bonne chance, merci beaucoup, good luck today, and thank you.
Okay, we've just going to continue on. We have another special guest with us this morning. I can see him in the audience. I saw him Friday or Saturday night at a community event. I would like to take this moment to introduce Matt DeCourcy, our newly elected Member of Parliament for Fredericton, to come forward and say a few words. Now, Matt, that's the challenge right there. I just set the bar.
And I'm sure the challenge, like it was for many this morning, was getting here without having had the winter tires put on the car, which without fail is what has happened again this year for me. Chères mesdames et messieurs, chers invités d'honneur, bonjour et bienvenue. En tant que député de Fredericton, je vous adresse ce matin, heureux d'annoncer que le Canada est maintenant un pays qui compte de ministre des Sciences. The federal government now boasts of a Minister of Science and a Minister of Innovation, Science, and Economic Development. Regard for evidence-based policy and science has returned to the federal government, and with it, strategic investments in innovation are coming to our country. Innovations in how we deliver services to Canadians and how Canadians access data about themselves and their government. It's time to shine more light on government and ensure that it remains focused on the people it is meant to serve. The federal government is committed to restoring trust in our democracy, and that starts by trusting Canadians. La conférence GovMaker est importante pour notre province et notre pays. Elle est non seulement à propos de l'innovation, mais aussi la collaboration et la favorisation de cette confiance. GovMaker's goal is to bring together innovators from both within and outside government to discuss how we can do things better. And the federal government has committed to kickstarting investment and innovation to grow our economy, create good middle-class jobs, and provide for the quality of life deserving of all of our citizens. And here in Fredericton, I'm convinced that we can lead in this approach. Our community boasts of 2 internationally recognized universities who are developing entrepreneurs and social science leaders. Our community college is preparing our skilled labor force to meet the demands of an evolving job market, and we are home to a highly educated and professional public service and smart, high-tech small and medium-sized businesses. Everywhere we look, we are surrounded by innovators. If we share data, engage in more substantive dialogue on important issues, and support and partner on solutions, our region will flourish. And if we do that, we have a better chance of engaging citizens, and in particular young people, who are eager to participate and lead in community development. Vous êtes les optimistes quand il vient à l'ouverture des données, à la collaboration et à l'innovation. Vous croyez que nous pouvons mieux faire, et vous êtes ceux qui vont aider le gouvernement à mieux faire. Je sais, en tant que gouvernement, nous ne pouvons pas le faire tout seul. Your work today, bringing together academics, policymakers, the private and NGO sector, and members of the public, will not only lead to great collaboration in the development of data-driven social, economic, and environmental policy, but will also inspire new and creative ways to tackle some of our big challenges. Je tiens à vous remercier de cette invitation de faire partie à cet événement, et je tiens également à remercier et à féliciter Nick Scott et son équipe du réseau de recherche sur la politique sociale du Nouveau-Brunswick pour l'organisation de ce grand événement. Thank you, and enjoy the dialogue and discussion.
Thanks very much, Matt. It's nice to have you with us here this morning. I'm going to go back to a little more of our housekeeping and just make sure I didn't miss anything important. You do know there's a Starbucks out in the lobby. I just wanted to point that out in case everybody needs a jolt of anything. So we covered the washrooms and where to go. One of the most important things I would like to speak about now is the sponsors for our event this morning and today, the next 2 days. We have many people to thank, and I would like to just acknowledge the great work of the New Brunswick Social Policy Research Network, the Government of New Brunswick, and MARS. Well, that's an interesting, as well as our sponsors. So our sponsors are BioNB, Pond Deshpande Center, Adapt MC, the City of Fredericton, Deloitte, St. Thomas University, Faculté des études supérieures et de la recherche de l'Université de Moncton, Mount Allison University, and University of New Brunswick, my alma mater. Nous avons une occasion unique au Nouveau-Brunswick de profiter de ce moment pour décider de façon concertée comment nous souhaitons participer. Nous sommes tous des citoyens et nous avons tout notre mot à dire au sujet du gouvernement et la société de l'avenir. Today, we welcome new ideas, solutions, perspectives, and partnerships. We will speak about the real possibilities of open data, the potential of opening government, understanding our digital selves, engaging our millennial citizens, and working collaboratively to change how research informs decision-making. We have an exciting day ahead today, so let's get started. I would like to, I think at this point, I would like to call upon one of my table colleagues, Dr. David Burns, President of the New Brunswick Social Policy Research Network and VP Research of the University of New Brunswick, to say a few words. Dr. Burns. I'm just going to leave my footprint up here so that I don't lose that somewhere along the way. It's not my digital footprint. Oh, oh, you okay?
Almost made it. Almost made it. It's okay. I had to do a show.
Oh, you just broke the ice.
I broke the ice. Hopefully I didn't break anything else, so sorry about that. So I tried, but I just don't have those legs. So.
Dr. Burns, Matt and I were at the event Saturday night. 3 people tripped going up the stairs.
Yeah, but they didn't try to jump up.
I think it's a new trend.
Maybe so. Well, I want to welcome all of you. I did make it here. I got to tell you, it's really hard for me not to be singing holiday songs right at the moment, looking at all the snow coming down. But it is a great thing to see all the faces out here today. And from what I gathered of our registration, we have 200 registered this year, 130 last year. It's really going in the right direction. So 3 years ago, I moved here from Quebec, and one of the things that people had posed to me was why? And the thing that I had said is, in New Brunswick, you could actually make change. You have the opportunity to be able to talk to government, to try to see how things can be improved for everyone. Plus, the nature of the maritime community is such that there is a real engaged population, and we're engaged in many different ways. What I did was roughly, I think the third visit of people that came to talk to me was Kate Rogers and Andy Scott. And Andy was effusive about the opportunities to try to connect government, the population, and academics together to try to make sure that a collaboration was done. And from that collaboration, we could have better government. Andy, as many of you know, as he went through treatments, would call you. And he spent many half an hour or so where he was getting a treatment and talking to me about the opportunities for NB-SPRN and how the province and the community could really benefit from this. With Andy's passing, I was honored to be able to be president of NB-SPRN and to try to help see it move forward. What we've seen in the last little bit is just this marvelous connection of things that many of you have heard my analogy before, is over the first few years we were building a car. We're driving the car now. You're starting to see things happen where we've got engaged citizens, we've got engaged community groups, we've got engaged academics, and we've got engaged government. The activities that you're going to be talking about the next couple of days is an illustration of some of the opportunities that we have and some of the mechanisms that have been developed in the last few years to try to engage everyone. So I've been told that I need to be fairly short in this, and so I'm going to actually stop at that. I think this is a great opportunity to see how we can all communicate. And for those that I don't know now as friends, I will know by the end of the meeting as friends. So thank you very much. And I'll try not to fall on the way down.